morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Top Bet Plays. We're coming to you live from Gas Station Studios in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to be out without one of our co-hosts tonight, Dino Dollars. But I'm your host, Lucky Larry, along with my co-host,
Sportsbook B, the best that ever did it and got away with it.
What up, Playboy?
What's up, man? We got the dynamic duo in here tonight. It's going to be an exciting week. Everything is good. Top Bet Plays is the ace in sports betting.
You came back strong tonight. You ended up having a push.
Yeah, I did get a push.
You got lucky on the push, and we gave out Xavier. Came back with that push.
Right.
I don't know how we did it, but we ended up coming back. But then you came back with probably the play of the day for us. Well, let's go into the earlier games first.
Okay.
So we gave out I gave out the total on the Indiana-Washington game, and that didn't get there.
Right.
And then Dino Dollars gave out a winner on the Miami-Oklahoma City, and that got there.
Yep.
So we're 1-1 there. Then we gave out a two-team parlay that didn't get there, so we were down 500 from there. The push was no bet, and then you gave out the Utah Jazz, which was a blowout winner, and we got there. So we ended up making a couple of dollars. We made $500 on the day. So not our typical 900 or 3,000 or whatever, but nonetheless, we made money again today.
We made money. A win is a win.
Yeah, and shout out to all the new subscribers, because we had a lot of new subscribers tap in on that free Patreon 7-day thing. So
check it out.
I love when that happens, because then, now it's like, well, you made money today. So if we can keep that up the next 7 or 8 days, obviously we want to do it every day, but if they can make some money, they have no problem subscribing to the $49.99.
For the parlay.
$1.15, $1.20, $1.20 a day.
Yeah.
So, man, you know what, man? I feel like we're really back on track. I feel like, B, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think people understand how hard it is to not only pick games, but then to give them out to people.
Right.
You know?
It's a certain level of skill, confidence, knowledge, experience, history of betting to give this out to people to put their money on, because in all our bets, we're playing all our bets. Don't get us twisted, don't get us fucked up. We're playing all our bets. And I know everybody is a handicapper in their own mind. I know y'all got your own bets, but if you subscribe to us and you're taking our bets, just put our bets to the side with whatever cash flow to the side, and then when you bet your bet, split it up, because then it's like you're not getting your money's worth out of the betting experience with us if you're adding your own bets into it at the same time.
Yeah, people are gonna do. I have too many people. I have a lot of people in the past. They'll go, man, I got to unsubscribe, big on me, and I'll be like, wow, what's wrong? We've been winning. What the fuck is going on? Man, I've been taking your bets and I parlay it with something else, and then I fuck around and lose. When I'm hitting, it's good, but when I'm losing, it's like, yo, fam, let's just be patient and go. But I understand that's one of the hardest things to do, and I've been guilty of it too. So, but listen, for me, when I first started giving out plays, it was tough, because I was giving out plays, and what would happen is, you realize you're playing with people's money.
Yeah.
So you're sitting back and you're like, yo, fam, damn, somebody just lost, $400. Yeah. And that was eating at me for a minute. Then I'm like, yo, you got to stop, and you got to do you, and you got to pretend like those people just aren't there, and make your bets. It's like playing a game and then you guys lose the game, and they didn't beat you, but, you beat yourself by the mental mistakes or shit like that. Like, we all seen those players say that they didn't beat us. Like, we really beat ourselves. If we don't turn the ball over, if we don't do this, unforced turnovers. And that's how I had to approach it and start saying, yo, I know that they're there, but I have to pretend like they're not there and just do what I would normally do on a normal basis. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So basically he's saying no overthinking, over-rationalizing, trying to be perfect, bet what I was normally going to bet in the system we have, and put the bets out there for the people and get them the best bets possible that they can get.
100%, and it'll take care of itself, you know. And I would do that with Dino when Dino Dollars first came on board. I would be like, yo, it's different, you know, it's different. Like, bro, these people are counting on you, and I think I put a lot of pressure on him in the beginning, and you know, he's overthinking the bets, he's overanalyzing, he's overdoing things, and now, you know, he's been around a year. With me, and he's kind of mastered of saying, hey, let's go on these runs and get this money for these people and not worry about it. If we have a bad day, we just have a bad day.
Definitely.
It's part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say, don't care who you are, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, most teams that win the Super Bowl, they lose games. Most teams that win the championship basketball, they lose games. Like losing is a part of winning, but it's something that you don't want to get too used to, but with wins come losses. So that's where we're at. Shout out to Dino Dollar. I think he gave out his first over for this year on the NBA game and hit that.
And it was a blow, not even close. I mean,
they was
busy.
scoring like this. How I want every NBA game to score. Like just fucking go out there and score. You're pros. That's what you do. You know.
Yeah. But, you know, listen, I mean, at the end of the day, I think what the people really expect from us is just to win the games, and they don't mind us having a bad day, but we can't have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 bad days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be, yo, look, motherfucker, y'all had, you know, we did 5 days, we did 7 days, and, you know, y'all lost 2 days. Okay, we'll accept that. But at the end of the day, I always tell people, you know, you know how the system is. We start on Monday, and let's say we have a bankroll of 10,000, and I don't give a fuck if we make 100 bets during the week, as long as when Sunday comes and we're on our closeout day, if we got $11,000 after 100 bets, we made $1,000 fucking dollars for the week. If you times that times 4, that's $4,000 a month. You know, I'm talking about to a regular guy. Obviously, you know, we're betting more than that to win more than that. But I'm just giving you an example of. I don't understand why people, he's not successful. Motherfucker, I made $1,000 in a week.
Right.
I can show you some homeboys who get their paychecks and they might get, you know, $1,200 or $1,300 for 2 weeks, right? And they had to go clock in, work 40 hours a week. I can work from home. I can work from the pub. Like I said, we know we're working, but what I'm saying is we're putting in a lot of hours, but it's not that, hey, we have to be somewhere at a certain time kind of job. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm not telling people I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm just saying get your job, and this is what you pay real professionals for, because there are some real professionals out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other guys out there that are like us who really take this serious, and this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? And you have some guys who just think it's a game and think it's, I can handicap until you lose 20,000 for a guy. Guy wants to blow his fucking brains out. It's not a game anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the ramifications for this.
And you got to understand that there's a lot of information that we don't have on games. There's a lot of information on games that you, the public, don't have that we have. A lot of information we're privy to. Point system, over, under, spread each way. We're privy. We're on certain sites that I know people aren't on because they charge an absurd amount of money a month to be on these sites and get this information from overseas and different places like that. So you got to know we're tapped in. That's what I'm telling you over here at Top Bet Plays. We tapped in. You can believe that. You can bet your bottom dollar on that there.
You know what's funny is like when I used to tell people, I used to be like, they used to like, what's that screen? And I'd be like, that's Don Best. And they're like, Don Best? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what does it do? I'm like, it's up to the second. It's real-time line movement, and I can see what's going on in every sports book in the world. Right? Excuse me. So they were like, damn, that's crazy. How much you pay for that? And I'd be like, $500 a month. What? They'd be like, $500 a month? And I'd be like, well, I think that's pretty good, you know, considering this is my business.
Right.
You know, that's my overhead. You got to have overhead. You know, you rent a building out, you know, that rent might be $2,000 and, well, this is my overhead. So, you know, and like you said, we pay for a lot of those type of sites, a lot of information, a lot of key information and real information And a lot of this information, I can tell you firsthand right now that we get a lot of this information from the sports books. So what they're looking at, I'm looking at. I'm a nosy motherfucker.
In real time.
Yeah, I'm a nosy motherfucker when it comes to the sports book. Back in the day, I will pick your brain like none other. I'll be like, what you looking at? What you look? Tell me what that means. What is that? And I fucking get on that shit. I tip the guys real well. Hey, come here, man. I catch them out. Because a lot of these guys back in the day, they didn't make a lot of money.
Right.
And they were gullible. They were easy, not gullible. They were easy to get to, right? So I'd come to you and be, you back there? Hey, what programs you guys running? What you looking at? Who you looking at? Why do you look at them? Why do you look at sport? Why do you look at Pinnacle? Tell me what this. So when I see you out somewhere, B, come on. Come have dinner with me tomorrow night on your off night. Pause, no homo. And I would take them to dinner, whatever. Hey, get some wine, get some whatever. And I just pick their fucking brain. And then they get comfortable enough, they tell you every fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, cool. So I implemented a lot of those things into my game. And that's what it is,
And that's the beauty of it. It's information leading to money, leading to more information, leading to more money. Because no one, I would say, has the edge on us as far as spreads moving, line movement, because we're there in real time, just like them, and we pretty much know who makes the lines officially, who follows behind what the line movement does. So we basically know which places even to bet at and which places to not bet at to get your best line. So eventually we're gonna have a mentorship where we teach players how much to bet at their bankroll, where to bet, stuff like that.
That's
because
the
a lot
biggest
of people
problem in the industry.
a lot of people don't know that information.
Yeah,
They're just out there betting.
That's the biggest problem in the industry is lack of discipline. And, that's why I use the term now for us, another profitable day, because at the end of the day, we want to be profitable. I mean, listen, I'll say this before we go to commercial break. Is it this? Put mine on the camera. Ready? Watch this. I'm going to tell you this now. There is nothing like waking up in the fucking morning after making money the day before from the sports book.
Right.
I don't care what you say. When you won the day before, you wake up feeling like a champion. When you lose, you feel like a chump, and you can't wait to get back to those games the next day. If you have any drive or goal. And that's what I'm saying is, I've seen guys, and I've done it myself, I'm ahead for the day, and I'm like, well, there's 3 late games. I'm already up 5 dimes. I'm like, well, fuck it. Let me just take, instead of me saying, well, let me take half of it and make sure I make a profit for the day, right? I didn't do that. I was, fuck it, I'm going to take the whole 5,000. Fuck it. If I win, I'm up. If I don't, I don't make nothing. But when you lose, I went to sleep feeling like a bum. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm telling you guys is we want profitable days. We win, we get the fuck out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like going to your baby mama house. You get in, you get the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. All right, let's go. We gotta take a commercial break, B.
Yep. We're going to commercial break. We got some bills to pay, and we'll be right back with Top Bet Plays.
All right, we're coming right back at you guys. Top Bet Plays. Dino Dollars is out today. It's just me, and Sportsbook B is here with you today.
The dynamic duo, baby.
So, look, we got to get right to this first game because it's an early morning game today.
Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock. So we got about an hour to get it in on this, about 2 hours before we get this. But it's the, what game is it?
It's the Nets-Cavs game in Paris, 11 a.m. Wake your game up. Get you some early money. Start the day off right. It could be one bet, and then you could get one more later, and that's 2 straight bets hit, and you up.
You up for today. In my Cat Williams voice.
You all the way up. You know what I'm saying?
So, I don't know what you think about this game, but I think this game is going to be a low-scoring game. That's just my personal take. And here's a couple of reasons why. I don't remember where the last time Cleveland played. Let me look and see. See where the last time they played was
7. Both of them. They played the last time was
Sunday. So they've been in Paris for a while, but where did
2-3 days?
Yeah.
2 days.
Okay, so but what I'm saying is, what was the last time Cleveland played?
Both of them. The last time they played was the 7th.
And where did Cleveland play at? Oh, they played at home.
They were both at home in their last game.
Okay, cool. So Cleveland's got a little further to go. Now, here's the thing. If you're on the Cleveland Cavaliers or you're on the Brooklyn Nets, a little bit closer flight to Brooklyn from Brooklyn. But let's think about the scenarios here. You know, if you're married, who's going with you on that trip? That's just not a team trip. That's all the wives that are going on that trip.
Yeah, family.
That's Paris. That's a family Paris trip.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're not married, that's side chick heaven.
Woo-wee. Out there in Paris.
You know what I'm saying? That's side chick heaven. So I think there's a lot of family activities going on. I think, obviously these guys are over there. They've been over there for three days probably now. 4 days, going on 4 days, getting acclimated to the time. But come on, man, you're walking around the city. You can't tell me they didn't take the first day, jet lag hit them second. I just think this game could be a really low-scoring game. You know what I'm saying? I definitely could see this being a low-scoring game. My first instinct was, they're in Paris. They might put up some numbers because, they want to show the fans what NBA ball is about. You know what I'm saying? Tough game for me, B. I think it's going to be low scoring. And, all the sightseeing, walking around.
My take on this game is I think they might be turned up to play in Paris. They're in Paris, model capital. They say the food ain't so good in Paris, too, so I don't know. I know the shopping is immaculate. Like, they got their family out there. They on a big world stage. You're coming to another country overseas, so you want to show them what you got, like why NBA basketball is so much superior to other basketball leagues throughout the world. And I think they're going to try to put on a real show for these fans in Paris, and I think the NBA is pushing for them to put on a good show in Paris because I don't think they want them out there just moseying along, barely doing what they need to do. I think they want some excitement. I think they want some scoring. But who knows? If the jet lag has wore off, are they accustomed to the food change? Were they out the night before? Who knows? But I think this actually should be a good game. And it's an early game. So if these are two teams you bet or you like either way in these teams, the lay, the dog, the over, the under, and I think you should get in there, get some, put an early morning play in and wake your game up with a little bit of coffee. I don't know if you fuck with that ooh-wee, you know what I'm saying, but you might want to get some of that in your system. And you might want to tap into our Patreon so you can see what we took in this game because we will be taking something in this game.
I just think, listen, you could be right about all those things. The problem is we don't know, man. I don't know. So I could lay off this game. I definitely could lay off this game. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing. That's a tough game. Tough game. Really tough game for me. But I'll see in a minute. Let's see how this line goes, and then, go from there.
Yeah, so check it out. If you into it, there's not a lot of time remaining. So if you're thinking about betting this game, if you're up, I know a lot of people won't be. A lot of people like to hit the sports book 2, 3, 3:30. Those times, West Coast time. So you might not be up for this game, but if you are, you might want to just tap into the Patreon and see if we posted something. But if not, then go to our next game, which is the Celtics versus the Bucks in Milwaukee. Bucks minus 6.5. The over is 239.5. And this right here is going to be a damn good game because this could be an Eastern Conference Finals meeting, a pre-meeting.
Good game
with the Celtics and the Bucks. So this is going to be a good game right here.
It's another good game right here. This is a good game. Boston's playing on a back-to-back, right?
Yes.
Boston's playing on a back-to-back. And what's crazy is...
Well, no. Boston...
No, they played Minnesota last night. They played Minnesota last night.
They played Minnesota the night before.
No, they played Minnesota last night, Wednesday or Tuesday.
Oh, yeah,
Wednesday.
They did.
No, what's today? Today's Thursday.
Yeah, they played.
They went in overtime, 127, and now they're going on the road and they're 6-point underdogs against Milwaukee, who's been resting, and I can't figure out Milwaukee for the life of me.
And it opened at 3.5, and this should open at 3.5 and went to 6.5. So maybe they saying
Milwaukee.
Well,
you know why that is? That's because of the overtime.
Yeah, and they think they're gonna be on tired legs, but the Bucks, man, the Bucks have won one game in the last 5 games. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but the first game these teams, the first meetup with these 2 games in Boston, the Celtics won 119 to 116. So maybe the Bucks, they say the Bucks gonna come and get their victory, but the 6.5 is up there. But I don't know if they on tired legs, like you said, the overtime and this and that. But this is gonna be a game, man, because if the Celtics are tired and they can't hang in there, man, the Bucks will blow their ass out the water.
Yeah, I can't understand. I don't know the Bucks, man. I just don't. I mean, clearly this could be a setup game, and I know. Listen, I feel like people are going to jump on the Bucks because Boston went in overtime. But man, these are professionals, man. Porzingis didn't play last night, so if he comes back tonight, that means he's fresh. He may be the go-to guy down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's gonna be a tough game. This is gonna be, man. There's some good games. There's some really good games. I don't know. I like another game that I feel like is gonna be a good play for me.
What game do you like? You feel like tapping in?
I like the Dallas New York game.
Okay, so we got the New York Knicks and the Dallas Mavericks playing in Dallas at American Airlines Center. We have the Knicks in that game -4, which is crazy, and we have a total of 233.5.
Listen, this is going to be my game of the night. It opened at 3. New York went to 4. New York is on fire. Yeah. Fire. And I just like, I don't know, man. I got to play on this game.
Yeah, New York is on fire.
They balling, man. They balling. They got a swag about them.
I believe they won 5 in a row.
They got a swag about them.
And news alert next game. News alert. There's no Luka Doncic playing today. He will not be in the lineup tonight for the Dallas Mavericks. Once again, Luka Doncic is out tonight for the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, that's gonna be something.
That's big. He's 33 points a game.
Yeah, I mean,
listen, and 9 assists. So that's accounts.
I normally would say, sometimes when the star don't play, Kyrie and step up tonight. But these New York Knickerbockers are playing ball right now. They're clicking on all cylinders since they got rid of the trade. Since they did the trade. Interesting game tonight. This will probably be one of my plays tonight that I give out.
They playing ball. No Luka. I mean, usually teams, when a player is out that only really contributes points, you can get points elsewhere. Like if per se the Joker was out for Denver. Now you know that's gonna be a problem because this dude get points, this dude get rebounds, and this dude get assists. And that's the same thing with Luka. 33 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, 9 assists. That's a big hit. That's accounting for almost up to 45, 50 points or something. So this is going to be a big pushback without Luka. So we will definitely have a play for this in the Patreon. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Tap into that for sure. Get you some money. You know, it's the beginning of the year. Christmas just went by. I know you're trying to get some get back from all them gifts that you was getting. And then the first came up, rent was due. I know you need some get back, but hey, be patient. Don't try to get it all back at one time. Slow roll with us, and we're going to get you a bankroll.
That's right. So, I mean, do you have anything on this OKC Portland game and the Lakers and Phoenix or no?
You know, I mean, just the first look at any game they're in, you're going to look at and you're going to say OKC.
Yeah.
Until you get down there and you do the numbers and you figure out what's going on in the game. And the Trailblazers are really trash. I mean, the Trailblazers are really trash. Let's just keep it real. The first meetup of the season in Portland, 134-91 Thunder. I mean, they blew these motherfuckers out by 43 points. So I mean, I don't see it getting no different. I'm not even putting the pick out there with that. I'm just telling you, I don't know what Portland has now. Could it happen? Could anybody beat anybody on any given night? Sure. But what's the possibility? The possibility of that is high, but the probability of that ain't so high. So, well, just another game.
Yeah. So the other game, the Phoenix Suns and the Lakers. Yeah, this is gonna be another. Because both of them are playing kind of shitty. Yeah, to be honest with you.
Late night on TNT.
Yeah. That's I lean more towards. Well, I'll let you guys know later tonight who I lean towards because that number opened at 1.5. It's at 1. I mean, Lakers have been playing a little bit better. Phoenix has just been playing like they're just there.
Okay, so I have to throw this stat out there for this game while we're talking about the Suns and the Lakers. The Suns and the Lakers have had 3 matchups this year. They're due to have 5 matchups, so they already played 3 games. And do you know what, Lucky Larry?
What's that?
The Lakers won all 3 games.
Yeah.
So you know what that means.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's gonna be intriguing to see. That number just seems like a trap. You know, these Laker fans, oh man, only -1. They done beat them 3 straight. They can't beat them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this be the night that Phoenix comes in and balls out and finally get that shit right. I don't know what's going on with Devin Booker and all these guys, but the Lakers are playing. And you know, it'll be interesting to see.
Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on with Devin Booker with my boy D Book. What's going on with Devin Booker is the fact that Kevin Durant is there. So Kevin Durant is taking him out of the offense somewhat. He's taking his shots down. Obviously, you're not getting as many shots up. And it's like they play the same position. So the mesh is kind of, you know, so maybe it wasn't such a great thing for him to join them for Devin Booker. And the way it's going right now, it seems to be like they're an average team. So, you know, I don't know. Hopefully they get this shit together because I had high hopes for the Suns. But we'll see down the stretch how they are because the Lakers ain't caught up to you. And the Lakers got a tired team. This second half of the season, it's going to be tough for the Lakers.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I feel like they won that championship for the in-play. And they've kind of filtered out, and I don't know if they're running out of gas, but whatever it is, it's a problem right now for the Lakers. I mean, they're playing okay. I don't want to say they're not, but I mean, listen, they're playing better than the Phoenix Suns. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I expect the Phoenix Suns to start to click it up a little bit. And the sad part is, a lot of these teams aren't that far away. It's still so early in the season that, you know, the top 3 or 4 teams are only 3 or 4 games ahead of these guys. So nobody's really pulling away. I will say the league has done a pretty good job of that so far. Nobody's really pulled away.
And the Suns are 1 game ahead of the Lakers. in the Pacific standings.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They're all within striking distance of each other. So, but I kind of do expect Phoenix to come out. That number just looks too good to be true for Laker fans, especially if you told me they beat them 3-0 already.
Yeah, beat them 3 times in a row.
It's just too good to be true. A number. If they beat them 3 times already, shouldn't that be 3.5, 4?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 4.5, 3.5. I don't know.
Yeah, and they're at home.
And they're at home. Yeah, so that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
So we definitely have a play in this game. Tap into the Patreon. We'll definitely have a bet in this game for sure. This is the 7 p.m. game on the West Coast. So, you know, when all else fails, that 7 o'clock, get you that money.
That's right. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. We want to appreciate you guys again. I want to thank you guys for all for subscribing with us, man. We know this is not an easy gig. We are playing with real money. We're playing with our money, real money, and we're playing with your money, real money. There's no backdoor deals with the sports books. The sports books genuinely really don't like us. And let me be clear on this last thing before we go. We're not out to beat the sports books. We're not out to beat them. We're out to beat the people who like the other side. Let's just be honest. We're not here to beat the sports books. We're trying to beat all the people who like the Lakers tonight when we like the Phoenix Suns. That's what we're really trying to beat. So let's not make this, we're not bookie killers. Well, whoever the number is on the other side, we want their money. The bookie's just the middleman. That's all. I don't want to cause no beef with them. That's how we get money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and give it to you, man, and we'll get up out of here, man, and we really appreciate you guys.
Well, this was our dynamic duo show. Lucky Larry, Sportsbook B. This is what we do. It's going to be a good day in betting. Come bet with us today. Get up a couple dollars because guess what? You know what's coming this weekend, the NFL playoffs. And tomorrow afternoon will be our NFL show. Strictly NFL, strictly playoffs. We're getting down to the numbers. We're going to get down to everything between the lines on the gridiron. So tap in tomorrow for the NFL playoff preview show. And on that note, we're going to leave you with the motto we go by here on Top Bet Plays. Don't bet with your heart, bet with your mind. We'll see you at the window.
Yeah.
You dig?
It's lonely. It's real lonely. And it can get real lonely at the top. That's why I bring my friends along. You know, there's an old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Top Bet Plays.